Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 2-3 Zone. Tony's Picks look at the WNBA here for action on Wednesday, July 30th. And it's not just your everyday three-pack of games here. We'll be talking about the big WNBA Championship Series rematch between the Liberty and the Lynx. It might not be all it was hopefully cracked up to be, but we're going to preview it with Ron Crawford, Justin Stacks McKelvey, and we'll look at two other key games in the WNBA on Wednesday night. Hey, Justin, we saw the action there on Monday night. We saw Seattle rock Connecticut, and also we saw the Liberty there against Dallas, and Dallas did a nice job there against the Liberty without their star player, of course, Stewart. So what'd you think of the action there on Monday night, Justin?
Well, for me, it was 50-50 day for me. I didn't have no complaints. A couple things surprised me as far as the Seattle game. That really surprised me, and the Seattle blowout messed up my Tina Charles prop because of course they took her out when they was down by 95, so messed up that prop. I had the stacks play today. Not a premium. There's a big difference. Those of y'all who know me, there's a difference. I had the stacks play today on the Wings and Liberty over, so that went over. But also as a little side bet, I had the Liberty team total over coming off a loss, so that didn't go well. So 50-50 day. I love the slate today. I couldn't believe that Dallas was up by I want to say 25, maybe 30, and then scored 7 points in the fourth quarter. It's almost like they was like, here, go ahead and take it back. I was mad that I didn't live bet the Liberty when they was down 20 something. But it was an interesting day. I couldn't believe the Liberty just gave up like that. Had to be a look ahead, but I don't know what they're looking ahead for.
And Rhonda, look, to be fair, you gave us an easy winner with the Liberty in Dallas. Now, the game did close 174.5 and finished 174, but that's why you watch the 2-3 zone. As soon as it comes out, we're not dealing stale lines. We're giving you the lines when we see them. And, hey, by the time this video hits, I mean, that run, that's still one there. I think, what was it on the show there? We were barely into the
172. And that's where I got it. That was the best bet for me last night. Yep.
I got it home there yesterday with the over. But what was your takeaways there, especially with the game on Minnesota? Don't tip your hand, but the Liberty without Stewart here, and that's going to, again, be the case in the big game on Wednesday night.
Yeah, we talk about, New York was still getting in the 90s. They got the 82, but Dallas got in the 90s, so we got that over just barely. Did get that premium best bet last night, but lost that under on the Seattle Storm. Wow. They just, they talked about, Erica Wheeler had talked about it. Skylar Diggins had talked about it. Let's play some defense, and man, they just shot lights out last night. Did get Erica Wheeler's prop over. I talked about that one. So we cashed that one. We lost the Tina Charles one. Finally, she didn't cover for us, but she's still covering about 86% rate on that points and rebounds that Stacks gave out last night. So, yeah, I'll go back to her anytime with the Connecticut Sun at home. That's her home thing. So, but, yeah, we're looking forward to a big rematch from back in October. 67-62 overtime final. New York won the championship over Minnesota. So let's get looking at this one tonight.
We will, and we got one other report. That, and hey, you turned me on to that over with that Dallas game, but I did sheepishly say that I guess I'm in trouble, but I'm going to take Dallas, and they look good. So I got one there, and they'll play again here on Wednesday. So let's get into it right now with some good games for sure. We'll get to that championship series rematch in just a moment. But first here, Ron, Phoenix on the road here, 4-point favorite at Indiana. We still have Caitlin Clark still out of this game. I know that, we were talking privately, and you said if Clark was in, it'd probably be Indiana as the favorite in the game, or probably even a pick 'em here. I mean, Phoenix is playing great on a roll, 16-9 here right now, but they've lost 3 of their last 4, Ron, in Indiana. They've won 2 straight. insert joke here, I know, with Clark, but 14-12, and actually, Ron, these were key wins right now, and this is another huge game for Indiana, but they are starting to, I'd say, solidify themselves inside that playoff bubble with those 2 wins. What do you have here? Phoenix 4, 163.5.
Yeah, definitely. When we looked at the last time that Indiana was a home dog, that was the Vegas Aces. They came in and they beat them outright. And I think the same thing's going to happen here when Phoenix comes in tomorrow night. If you look at it, Ari McDonald's playing very well. Kelsey Mitchell's playing very well. They're picking up the slack for Caitlin, and got my girl Sophie from Mizzou, and I love her, and Lee Boston just doing it inside. So I think there's just too much guard advantage and size advantage that we're going to see that Indiana is going to be able to handle it. They did handle Asia Wilson when the Vegas Aces came to town. So, again, I've got this capped, and again, it doesn't take into injuries or anything like that. But I got it capped. I think the wrong team's favored here, and people would disagree because Caitlin's out, but I think the Fever win by about 4 to 5 points.
Yeah, I certainly would disagree there with the wrong team favored, but we get your point there for sure. I mean, like we said, we don't. Justin, are the Indiana Fever a better team without Caitlin Clark?
No. I don't know why. I don't know where that rumor started. Why people started saying that they're not a better team, and I won't know. Like I'm gonna cap the game more in depth. Like we're doing the game, doing it the night before everything's settled. But I don't know about the Fever or the Mercury as far as the side because I'm biased. I'm low key. I'm a Dream fan, but I'm a Mercury better. So I don't know as a side, but what I do know, I'll go back to my faithful, and she cashed for me. I gotta start tracking this stuff, but I just go back to winners. So I'm gonna be on Kelsey Mitchell, 20+ points. It's never over between minus 127 and 130. So Kelsey Mitchell for the Indiana Fever, 20+, not over her points prop because a lot of times her points prop be like 20.5, and you get hooked. I don't know. She balled out last time, but give me 20+ points for Kelsey Mitchell.
All right.
Anything under minus 130, 132.
Okay. Yeah, and again, I think just because Indiana has been winning some games without Clark, and maybe that defense, maybe there is something to that here. But I don't know if I'm necessarily looking that way. You got Indiana's gone over in 3 of their last 4, and Phoenix is 10-4 to the over as a favorite. I'm going to gravitate towards the over, actually, in this game between Phoenix and Indiana. You talked about the guard play, Ron, there a little bit. I'm interested certainly in that. And with Phoenix on the road here, now usually that's where they've had a problem is their offense on the road here. But I'm going to take the over in this one at 163.5 as my play here on the show with the guys. You've got Ron on Indiana +4, and Justin says go over Kelsey Mitchell's points prop at 20.5. As long as it's not too heavily juiced there. Follow Justin certainly on his appearances. He'll keep you straight with the prop play going into Wednesday night's game. All right, guys, deep breath. We need a graphic. We need all kinds of bells and whistles here, but it is a little bit of a bummer that no Brianna Stewart here, Justin, for the big game on Wednesday night, the rematch between the Liberty and the Lynx, the 2 teams that battled for the championship series last year. And this has led the Minnesota Lynx to be favored here by 8 points. Now, Stewart is a pretty good player. I don't know how much less it would have been. I would imagine with her impact, it could have been as much as 2, 3, maybe even 4 points because she's one of the top 2, 3 players in the league for sure. Now, Liberty's lost 2 straight in kind of conjunction with that injury for sure. She left the game and then she missed the game. And the Liberty have been dreadful. We just talked about them in that loss to Dallas. They're 2-8 against the spread, Justin, on the road. So what do you think will happen here? Look, Minnesota's in the driver's seat, 22-5, and well, the Liberty's 17-8. Minnesota does have some breathing room. Not that they would want to let up, and maybe they have that motivation that you guys will probably talk about here, Justin. What do you think? 164.5, the big rematch with the Lynx and the Liberty.
Yeah, I think they're going to play a lot over the next week, 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks, whatever it is. I've seen them, the schedule. They're going to play a lot. But for this first one, I don't think this is going to be the one that we want to see. This is bad timing for the Liberty. I feel like that the Liberty, they ain't got their star. Liberty, they just lost. They don't bounce too back. I thought they bounced back when I looked at trends. They don't really bounce back. But more importantly, the Lynx just got embarrassed. They finally lost their first home game at the crib to my Atlanta Dream. So now you got a Lynx team that's mad about their first loss. They've been looking forward to this Liberty. So what I'm going to count on, you already know. I'm going to go to Fee. Give me Fee over her points prop, whatever it is. Anything under 23, 22, I might ladder it up to 25, 26. But I'm going to be on Navisha Collier for the Minnesota Lynx over her points prop. Official play. Whatever the number is, as y'all know, y'all going to keep check us. First thing in the morning when I wake up in cap, I'll put all my official plays outside of my premiums. I'll put them in the comments. But I'm going to be on Fisher Collier over her points, and I'm going to ladder her up to at least, depending on what it opens up at, I'm going to ladder her at least to 25, 26. No, she got this game circled. And coming off their first home loss, they was 14-0, I want to say. Now they 14-1. And you got the Liberty, who you got to beat to get the champ. I know she got it circled. Give me Fee. She might get 30.
I could toss my script out here. Ron, Justin talked about the loss to Atlanta. They're still 10-6 ATS at home. There's certainly a little bit of a tax here because of the injury here, Ron. But we'll note the Liberty is 0-3 against the spread as an underdog this season, and all three of those games did go over. How do you think it impacts the game here, Ron? And what is the real motivation of Minnesota? Do they even remember they lost to Atlanta? Because obviously you could say it was a look ahead.
No, they remember they lost in October of last year to the New York Liberty. That's for damn sure.
Gotcha.
But here's the thing. You know what happens in the first half? They come out slow. They don't cover in the first half. I know they did against the Dream. But guess what happens in the second half? They start blowing you out. So I'm going to look again at the first half. 9-19. We're fading the Minnesota Lynx in the first half. Give me the Liberty plus 4.5, whatever it is. Just first half, but I think full game I would lean to the Lynx to blow them out in the second half. But give me that first half of the Liberty.
Remember, Ron isn't fading this team. He understands the assignment for the Lynx. He understands the injury situation, but the Lynx habit is to start slowly.
Hey, Ramon, my fault. I don't want to interrupt you, but every time he says it, I want to ask, is there any books that offer that? Like maybe you could take the opponent's spread first half and then the Lynx like on like a parlay type.
It really is, yeah.
There several books, especially if I'm not mistaken, because I'm in Las Vegas, so it is a little bit different. We don't have as many options here, but some of
be a nice payout.
Retail books, the draft game, they offer that, and it is argued by betting experts that they don't build it into the true line, that they just offer those two lines at the parlay price, and you're not really given that little extra bonus that you probably deserve for picking such a contrasting bet. It's just
they wouldn't give you a non-correlated little book. You would think the odds for that because it's not correlated.
These are retail books. Their bottom line is to their shareholders here a little bit. So, but there's no doubt. I'm not saying that Ron isn't doing it. What Ron is giving us the New York Liberty in the first half. And again, Ron, how many times have we seen it though too? We've been doing these shows at night or whatever and say, yep, the Liberty's behind. It's going to be hard enough just for them to come back and win, which they do. But again, I think that shows. And again, I think more so at home, they've been a little bit better about that, about coming back. Because, like I said, they've gotten plenty of numbers at home, but on the road sometimes where they have the real problem when fighting back just to try to get the win there. So.
Yeah, because just ever since I've been doing the 2-3, he's been talking about that. And then I pay attention to it and I'd be like, damn. Like, imagine if I took the first half the opponent's spread and even the money line for the Lynx the second half. Like, not live bet it, but parlay it together pre-flop.
Well, let me see if I can do it this way. I'll do it Justin style. Comment in the underneath the video. Tell us what you can get on your non-correlated parlays. Are you finding that you're getting better prices at your
when we
book?
get off here? I'm going to check. I got a couple of books, so I'm going to check into that.
Well, let's say for example, they're trailing by 7 at the half, right? You're going to come in. Second half's going to be Minnesota -7.5. I would slam it. Sure. I would slam it.
There's certainly an argument that could be made for just take the first half and then see where you are at that point, because you could be getting even a better line, especially, like we said, if Minnesota is going to be favored if they're trailing or not.
They're telling you they're coming back. That line's telling you they're coming back.
By 4.5 or so, it looks like in the first half in this game. And
y'all trying to make me have to stay up now. I'm about to stay up at least till halftime.
This game, you're going to have to stay up. Justin.
I'm about to stay up.
It's going to be a great one. Going to be great.
Signing you this game. All right. Oh, hey, I better make a pick here.
I'm say you got to make a pick.
Yeah, you bet. You bet I will. And I'm actually going to be I'm going to go ahead and take the liberty. I think they will be able to cover it. I think what's going to happen, well, like Ron said, slow start. Look, I want Stewart in there. It's not even a factor. You have to handicap the game without Stewart, but this is a very big game also for the Liberty here as well. They'll be taking it seriously. So at 8 points, I'm taking the Liberty on the show here, guys. Okay. Ron said go Liberty first half. Justin says go with Nafisa Collier over at least 21.5. But you know what? Check that price. Maybe ramp it up. He's got.
I'm taking her at 25.
He said watch out. Could she get 30? So well, let's see what happens here in that one. And that's the big game, and we'll enjoy it. Okay. Do you have one more game we want to talk about here on Wednesday night at Atlanta? A good game. Atlanta on the road here, favored by 7.5 maybe at this recording. The line wasn't out. Atlanta was going to play in action tonight when we filmed this one, Ron. So they were going to play Golden State. We know Atlanta's been a decent cover for sure. They tend to go over a little bit, as we talked about yesterday, but they will be again, another thing that Justin talked about, Ron, that we all talked about together. Atlanta played those 2 consecutive road series broken up by the All-Star break, come home for one game there against Golden State on Tuesday night, and now they're right back on the road against Dallas, who they're pretty hungry here, it feels like right now. Feels like a bad break, Ron, for this for the Dream. Good thing they're 15-10 right now.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna see tonight, but it's a bad spot. I know that much. 2 out of 3, they just upset some big dogs out west, and now they're coming home, like you said. Now they're going out on the road. The only way we can look at this one is the Dream and Dallas. It's got to go over. I got to keep going with these Dallas overs, even though my numbers don't match up. I got to keep riding these overs. Dallas's defense, and then playing the Golden State Valkyries tonight as we're speaking. You know, they could be tired legs going into Dallas tomorrow night. So I look for an over in that one.
Dallas plays some real high-scoring games, and Justin, it is a back-to-back. There's just no other way to look at it. And while we have talked about some of the teams have had some success back-to-back, I think what we really have seen, though, is those teams that are in the back-to-backs at home mostly here. Here we have this is a travel spot in the W. I know we've been proved their plane reservations this year with this agreement coming up, but they still got to go on the road here. 7.5 point favorite at Dallas, your Dream.
Well, we won't know that they don't play for a couple more hours, but one thing I do agree with blindly, regardless of what happens tonight, is I tell you all the time, my Dream on the road going over. So I love that pick. And depending on the spread, it depends on what I'll be on the side or a total. However, I do think the Valkyries are going to, at minimum, cover against my dream tonight. I put it in the chat. First half Valkyries, full game Valkyries, and I think they're going to upset the dream tonight. And I say therefore, so tomorrow, I ain't going to give a side. I'll put my side in total, but I'm going to be on the over. But I'll put my side in the comments in the morning. But what I'll give y'all now, what I will be on, that I'll bet first chance I get, I'll be on Paige. I'll take Paige Beckers over her points. She had a day break. Then she balled yesterday. She went crazy. Well, crazy for her. She's not going to be tired. She's not going to be tired off the Gina had to bat to bat because she skipped the first game. So after yesterday, come tomorrow, I like it. Give me Paige Beckers up and over her points.
Yeah, she's been on fire with these 20-point games. It really shows, she'll win the Rookie of the Year. And, man, yeah, we missed some time with her, but it's all working out right now. She's on fire. She really, not only with a great shot, but her ability to maneuver inside the paint there, even against the taller players. She is just a tough player, man, and you can't help but be impressed with Beckers. I think the only downer has been Dallas's, sad record that's kind of kept her, I don't even want to say out of the spotlight, even with those missed games, because really she's an all-pro, in my opinion, here right now. So I agree totally with you guys. This feels like another one of those typical Dallas games. So I hope Beckers doesn't miss the game or anything like that. Everybody saw that rest, but you're right. I mean, she took one off. She's a rookie. She'll be in there. I'm taking Dallas here again in this one at home. I do think Dallas will continue to be a steadily improving team. Not sure they can get anywhere stiff of the playoffs necessarily, but got to be impressed with the way they have been fighting here hard and improving on that record here right now, and trying here now for win number 9. So I'm going to go ahead and take them here, at least plus the points, 7.5. Justin says take Paige Beckers over on her points prop. We all agree with Ron. Man, this one feels like an over here at 168.5.
And get it when this video comes out, get it, because every time we've said that, this flies up like 5 points, and don't take that last number because you might lose it. So just case in point, the Dallas game, we talked about with New York, and we almost missed it. And some people that got it late, that you did miss it. So get on it as soon as you see this video, please.
That's going to do it for our 3-pack. Go ahead and continue, Ron, and tell us what's going on here with the big game on Wednesday night and over at Tony'sPicks.com. We know we got a preseason game. I'm looking forward to it on Thursday night in the National Football League with my Chargers. So we're going to introduce a new sport here for the next several months.
San Diego Superchargers. Yeah, the old days, man. Love the old AFC West. But what's that?
I'm gonna put you all on the spot. You singing the song? We betting the Chargers Thursday?
Yeah, Chargers and the and the Lions. Yeah.
No, are we betting?
I told you my prop for the game is it's in Ohio here on July 30th. I'm going with game not to finish. I think it'll be a weather
lightning delay third quarter. Finish.
Game not to finish?
It always does. You don't stay up late enough to watch it, so it's all right.
So cancel the
game.
But
if I make a bet saying game not to finish, I'm staying up to make sure it don't finish.
Right.
Go ahead, Ronnie. Tell us.
That's in the same prop as first ball thrown by Class A. So so you can bet on those props all you want.
You have to make a special request. Go ahead, brother. Finish it.
Anyway, it's still hot. Rolling with these best bets in the WNBA. Got another one. I'll have another one tomorrow for you. But now 16 and 5, I think it is now on the best bets on WNBA. So. We still got baseball going on. It's kind of a drab time here, but like Ramon said, we got football coming right around the corner. So, you can build this bankroll with the 2-3 zone. Get you ready for football season. We will make you money on just watching this, man. You don't even have to come to get the premiums. We'd like it if you would, but hey, right here we're giving you free premiums every day and cashing and cashing and cashing. So yeah, keep watching the 2-3 zone and use your head wisely, and let's build your bankroll for football season.
All right, Justin, you gave us some props, so I think you're going to have a premium here on the card on Wednesday. What you doing here this week at Tony's?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a premium, 100%. I already know what it's gonna be. I'm gonna have a premium tomorrow, WNBA. Got a premium tonight in WNBA. If y'all paid attention to yesterday's video, y'all probably already know what it is. If you don't, then I'm sorry. But I got 3 triple stacks in baseball tonight. Gonna be another 15 games tomorrow. I'm out triple stacks and baseball tomorrow. Best bet in baseball, best bet WNBA. So make another video tomorrow. So I appreciate the comments. I look forward to waking up and finishing up my cap and tapping in and commenting. I respond. I like. You say positive things. I say positive things back. You say negative things. I usually still say positive things back. Like, I don't mind. If I lose a pick, you want to talk, I don't care. Like, we're going to be here. We don't have no losing shows here. We give you winners, so it's not going to stop me. It's just motivation. We're going to be here till August 3rd. So producing winners, like just, slow, steady win the race. Build your bank up, because if we're doing this in WNBA, imagine what we're going to do in football. Just think about it. That's all.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow with one more game in the WNBA, and I have my premium picks here also on Wednesday over at Tony'sPicks.com. Make sure you follow us over there. Check out the handicapper leaderboards to see who's hot. Then get signed up. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 15% off all premium pick packages. All right, gang, thanks a lot. Great preview, including that big game on Wednesday night. Make sure you check this one out if you want the highest class of women's basketball you can find in the world between 2 club teams, the Liberty and the Lynx, on Wednesday night. All right, it's going to do it here for the 2-3 zone. For Ron Crawford, for Justin Stacks Mcelvy, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Good luck, everybody.
Let's win.